Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado. My name's Mark Love, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a Winnebago EKKO. Now, these have just started to hit dealers' lots, and they have created quite a sensation. I actually did a video a few weeks ago on an EKKO, but this one has more options, a couple of really cool things I wanted to show you. And just so you know, this happens to be our demo model. So if you'd like to come down and see one and take it for a test drive, we'll have this one available for the next 3 or 4 months. Our stock number here is 5N211332. And again, don't ask if you can buy this one because you'll have to pay well over full sticker price. All right, let's start right here. The Winnebago EKKO is built on the Ford Transit chassis, and they've got the 3.5 Ford EcoBoost for an engine. Now, this engine, it's 310 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and they've been using the EcoBoost for a lot of years in the F-150s and a lot of their trucks. And from the response we're getting from people that have owned them or driving them now, this is a much more comfortable driving vehicle than just about any of your Class B or small Class Cs out there. A lot of times it's compared to the Mercedes Sprinter, and it's a nicer ride than the Sprinter. It actually has more power. This is an 11,000 gross vehicular weight vehicle, and you have 5,000 pounds of towing with this. And you can see, easy to access all your fluids, your oil, your coolant, your wiper fluid. Compact little engine, and for anybody that's had one of these, they can't say enough about the power this engine has. It also has a 10-speed torque shift transmission with it. So let's move around to the back side, and I want to start out by showing you one of the really cool features the EKKO has. It's called the Batwing Awning. And if you bear with me for a minute, I'm going to open it up and show you what it's all about. Now, this is an option. It doesn't come standard. Isn't that cool? Let me release this first one. There we go. Once you get your strap in, you want to tighten it down a little bit. So this covers the passenger or the driver's side and the back of the coach. And as you can see, it's tall enough for me to walk under. If you're over 6 foot, you're going to duck a little bit. There's actually a little pole here. You can see it's got a couple holes in it. If you need to put it down and stake it down because of the wind, that'll help from it, getting blown around too much. You also have what I call the Roadie Straps. If you've ever been to a fair or a carnival, you can have these weighted down to help keep some tension on it. And there's one on the 3 corners. Let me put this back up. But really well thought out. Great design. You're not always on the front side of your RV under the awning. So it's nice to have this when you're hanging out. Maybe your view's on this side, you want to set up your chairs. It's just a great little addition here. So as long as we're here, let's take a look at what we've got in the compartments. This first one here is a full pass-through. Now, one of the things that really makes this product unique, it's a true 4-season cold weather vehicle. The way they have built this, the way they have insulated their doors, They put some nice racks on here for your backpacks and equipment. You can access this from 3 sides, and it's big enough to put a couple of mountain bikes in here if you were to take the front tire off. Another feature I want to point out is right here, and getting back to the 4-season capability, this is a heat duct that blows heat back here. But you know, maybe you don't need to heat this this part of the coach. You can close that off and keep the heat more inside if you want. So just a nice feature. This is also a pull-out little tray here, so you can keep the mud and the sand and the things you track in, you know, take it out, shake it out, not have it all over inside the coach. You do get 2 110 plugs, 1 on each side. You have your 12 volt right there, and then you have a couple of pocket lights. This does have a ladder to access the roof, and this particular unit has the roof rack on it, so if you're carrying kayaks or paddle boards, you can load them up there. And you also have something like 440 watts of solar on the roof. While we're over on this side, I guess one thing I do want to point out, there's another option to get a second lithium-ion battery. It comes standard with one, but if you get the second battery, which is in this compartment here, what that does is it eliminates your generator, which would normally be in this compartment. Now, they do that, you know, partially because of the weight, but with 2 lithium-ion batteries, all of the solar on the roof, a 2,000 watt inverter, you've got plenty of power. So it's nice to get this extra storage compartment over here. And then as long as we're here, let's take a look at our water closet. And again, you see it's got the little heat vent right here that you can close off. You do have an outside shower, kind of a sprayer here, hot and cold water, so if you need to hose down the kids before they go inside, good spot to do that. You got your low point drains. You can hook up for city water or power fill your tank. When it comes time to winterize it, everything is right here, very convenient. And here are your dump valves. Now, as far as holding tanks go, there is 50 gallons of fresh water on this, a 30-gallon gray tank, and a 20-gallon black tank. So tank's big enough to stay out off the grid for quite some time. Another thing I want to mention, there is a Topo 2.0 lift kit for this. A lot of people have been asking me about that. And you can actually lift these 2 inches. We're having one done on another one of our Ford Transit chassis, not the EKKO. And it's being done at a 4x4 place here in Denver. Excuse me. You can have that done at most any off-road or 4-wheel drive place. So there are kits available. Anybody that was out at the Overland Expedition last weekend in Fort Collins, Quigley Motors was there, and they've got a really nice lift kit for theirs. It's a bit more expensive, a little bit more involved with it, but you can get more clearance on these if that's what you're looking for. Let's move around to the front. And again, this is part of your back storage, and I can't emphasize how well insulated this is. You can go in weather well below 0 and stay comfortable, and if you have something back here that you need to keep warm, there's a heat source, very thick, well insulated doors. You're going to be, you know, all right, probably down to 10 or 20 below possibly. As you can see, it's got a 13-foot awning. This is a standard awning that comes with it. And one of the unique things about this product, you can kind of pick and choose what you want. You can actually eliminate this awning, like I mentioned, the Batwing is an option. You don't have to put that on it. You don't have to get the entertainment center, so you can keep the price down. If you just want the vehicle for the all-wheel drive capability and you know, the all-weather capability, you don't have to put the options on it. But as long as we are talking about options, let's move over here to what they call the tailgate package. Now this basically is an outside kitchen. When it comes out, you have a 2-burner stove. You have a propane hose that'll connect you to our quick connect over there. This is pretty clever. This here actually is your sink. And let me push it down. And that would go right here. And then you also have a hose here. And if you can see, there is a faucet inside, so you can hook it up, have hot and cold water out here. This drain actually is pretty clever. You just lift it up, you know, to drain it. Otherwise, the gravity or the weight of the water just keeps that sealed. But a nice 2-burner outside little cook surface with a sink, and then you do have the Norcold refrigerator freezer here. And again, this is an option. If you don't choose it, you're going to get an extra storage compartment there. So I will close this up. Put my tray down. There we go. Fits in there nice and neat. Oh, and while we're here, if you notice, you do have a drain here, and this is your freshwater tank drain. And again, you've got another sprayer. That blue hose will actually hook into this one too if you want a longer spray hose. And then right here we do have a couple of 110 outlet, and then you've got a 12 volt and a cable. So if you want to have a TV you bring along, you can you know, run your TV out here also. Okay. Let's take a look inside. First of all, as we're going in, get a shot of this screen right here. Look how heavy duty this is. You've got your normal screen on one side, but you've got a metal grate here, and your dogs aren't going to be putting their nose through that. It was funny, just about everybody at that RV show who they work for the manufacturers. They write blogs, they live in them full time. They all had dogs. Some of them had a whole pack, it seemed like, but this is a nice feature to have. Okay, come on inside. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here is this bathroom. And this is really a unique setup. Let me get back here. Get a shot in there. This is your sink and your toilet. You do have a window that opens there. You have a little storage compartment. Oops. Right there. All of the cabinet doors, by the way, have magnets on them, so they stick up to the roof. And then when you're ready to take a shower, this swings over. You have a snap there, so it won't be swinging back and forth when you're driving. And now you have your shower. And this is one of the more clever uses of the space available to put a bathroom in with a full standalone shower. So I guess technically it might be called a wet bath because your sink and shower and toilet are all in one basin, but this is a great use of the space provided. Okay, well, we're right here. I'll show you a little bit of the storage that's available. All of these have you know, shelves that are adjustable, so you can put them at any height that you want. Back here you notice there's a table, and this table actually hooks in right by the door. I don't know if you got a shot of that, but there's a little pedestal here by the door. So your table, if you swing these seats around, you can have a table for the passenger seat. And then here we've got some storage drawers. This is another one of our heat vents, and again, it is adjustable as far as being able to close that off or just let in a little bit of heat. Then you've got some more storage here, and it does have a water filter. This filter is just for your drinking water. It's not a whole house filter. Again, a couple of outlets here. Over on this side, we have our battery disconnects, our light switches, our awning controls are right here. And then, as long as we're here, I'll bring up this table. And there is a support under there. Well, I'm not going to bring it down. But these spin around. So you turn the driver and passenger seat around, you've got enough room to put 4 people in here, 2 here, 1 in each of the front seats. And again, that passenger seat has a table dedicated to just that area. So you can all sit here and eat a meal or play cards, whatever you're going to do. And then, let me see, there we go. Then when you shut it down, you do have plenty of room for kids if you have to put them in car seats. All right, let's move to the back a little more. First off, you do have a nice size refrigerator and freezer here. As you can see, the space is a little tight here. There are no slide outs. Again, some storage in the kitchen. You've got a nice microwave. And then you do have a nice stainless steel sink with a pull-out sprayer. And then over here, you've got a 2-burner stove. As we come back into the sleeping area, first of all, you've got storage on both sides here. Now, what you're seeing there is your booster seats. When you turn that driver and passenger seat around, they elevate you up a little bit. And over here you can see you've got your microwave tray, room for more items. And then you also have pull-out drawers under each bed. Another really nice feature is these windows. They're quite large, so you can get a good view, and they do all open up. And if you want to have the breeze pulling through, you actually have, there we go, that is your nightshade, but you actually have a daytime screen. You have that on both sides of the sleeper. Again, a couple storage areas up here with 110 outlets, USB ports, and a 12 volt. And then this little section here can be used as a tray if you're eating or you have drinks or something back here, or setting your computer up. But then when you turn it over, you can slip it in here and make one large bed. Let me step out of here and maybe you can get a little better shot of that back area. Okay, now this does have a rooftop air conditioner. You've got your fantastic fan here. A lot of times all you need is to turn this fan on and vent it, open a window like in the back, and it would draw a nice breeze through here, help keep you cool in the summer. Then when it does come to wintertime use, there's another great feature right here. Now, we've got a very heavy quilted blanket, as you can see here, for your cab area. So I'm going to hook this up, show you what this is all about. Let's see here. There we go, that didn't take too long. But again, you got snaps down the sides also to seal that off tight. But if you do need to get in the cab area, you have a zipper here in the middle. So if I'm camping at a ski resort in the parking lot overnight, I don't need to worry about heating the cab. If I've just got my skis in the back, I don't need to worry about heating the storage compartment. I can close all those heat vents off, force the heat inside, and with this quilted blanket, you can keep yourself nice and toasty even in the coldest of temperatures. Like I say, Winnebago did a great job with this concept. All-wheel drive, 4-season capability. It's going to be a great winter vehicle. And as I mentioned, they just started hitting dealer lots in the past couple of weeks. We're getting a lot of calls on them. If you do have any questions or want to get a hold of me, here's my contact information. Again, my name's Mark Love. The best way to get a hold of me is probably by cell phone, 970-631-0083. And this unit will be available for the next, 3 or 4 months, I imagine. We'll keep it as a demo. So you have a chance to come down and look at one, drive one, find out what they're all about. If you want to get your name on one, we are taking orders. You will wait 4 or 5 months to have them built at this point. But please reach out to us if you have any questions. Let us know how we can help. And thanks again for tuning in. Like always, folks, happy trails. Drive careful out there. We'll see you next time.